Hey everyone, Ron Bielefeld, Whistling Wings Photography. Welcome back. If you've viewed my videos before, if you haven't, uh, welcome for the first time. And I'm so glad you've decided to watch this video. If you like what you've been seeing in my videos or if you like this video, please subscribe. It's always great to get a new subscriber, and it's how I'm able to keep this this YouTube channel going. But on to the subject of this video. Over the last several months, I've been concentrating a lot of my videos on the Canon R5 because I really have loved this camera from the time I first had it in my hands, and that hasn't changed over the last several months. The last video I did was some of my favorite images that I've captured with the Canon R5 up to that point. And this video is going to be somewhat the same. I don't have a whole lot more right now to tell you about the camera and how to set up the camera. I've done videos on those subjects, and you can go ahead and watch those. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section of those videos. But you know, this camera, like any tool, like any other camera I've ever used, it took some time, and maybe a little more time than usual, to really start to get the most out of the camera. And there's a learning curve, just like with a lot of other things. This camera took me a bit. It's mirrorless. Not the first mirrorless camera I used, but the first Canon mirrorless camera I'd ever used. It's 45 megapixels, pretty much the highest pixel density on a sensor for a camera that I'd ever used. So it took some time, some work to start getting the most out of the camera. I think I may be getting to that point now. It also takes work, all of us, wildlife photographers or any other type of photographer. You got to be out in the field, you got to be in your studio, you got to be putting in the time to get the images that we're looking for. And so that's the title of this video. It's the fruits of our labor. It's the labor of getting used to the camera and getting out there then and putting yourself in position to get the images you're after. And this video here features a bird. I'm a bird photographer. That's what I do most of the time, and a bird that's really become dear to my heart over the past 2 decades or so is the snail kite. And here in North America, the only place that you can really go to get images of snail kites is Florida, Central and South Florida, and I happen to live in that area of this country. And so I've taken the opportunities over many years now, 20 plus years, to photograph these birds. But I'm not only a bird photographer, I'm also an avian research biologist. I've been studying birds in a professional manner for over almost 40 years now. And so bird behavior has always fascinated me. And so snail kites have gripped me in that way for many years now, and they just become one of my favorite birds to watch as far as their behavior and how they live their lives, and also to photograph. So it's the snail kite that's going to be featured in this video, kind of the latest fruits of my labor using the Canon R5. And almost all of these images were taken, I think all of them actually were taken, with either the 600 f4, the EF Mark II, with a 1.4 times teleconverter, sometimes even with a 2 times teleconverter, sometimes without any teleconverter, and then the Canon RF 100 to 500. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy the video, and here we go.